So it's Monday, I was gonna say Wednesday, and we are getting ready as part of our summer schedule to keep people on a schedule. After lunch, we have a craft and activity time, and that can be anything from just doing a craft that we found on Pinterest. It could be helping to make dinners or lunches. It could be, I don't know, there's a plethora of things, but today we are going to be outside working because if you watched our other video where we went to a farmer's market, we got some self-pollinating blueberry bushes. So we're going to be potting those and working on those and actually having some fun outside. So Jasmine, do you enjoy working outside? You don't know? What if it was building something? What if it's planting something? What if it's running 2 miles? So we do this though, where we go outside and we have the kiddos work on stuff though, because there's so many times where you have to get things right, or there's a process or something where going outside and planting stuff, there's not much to get right. There's a little bit of a process to it, but just getting outside and working, it helps your sensory, it helps lots of different things. So, and it's just fun to be outside and get the sun and just have some fun times, right? So we're gonna go do the blueberry bushes first. Okay, so Jasmine's already started on some of the project. Well, first of all, I'll show you, we got these self-pollinating blueberry plants. We got 2 of them, and they told us we could plant them in flower pots and they would do just fine. So Jasmine is working on this one. We had something else in it that has perished. And so we're going to dig a hole out and put the plant in there. And then we have this really cool tree-like plant that we had inside, and we're going to get it out of a yellow one so it can go outside, and we're going to put it in here. We used to have a jade plant in here, but I don't know, in Illinois, jade plants did really well, but here in Tennessee, they just don't seem to thrive as well in our house. So we're gonna put that new plant that old plant in there, and then we're going to put another blueberry bush over in there. So, how we doing?
Found a root.
You found a root? I don't think the other plant needs that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, what I have Matthew doing here is we had old soil in there, and the topsoil had totally bit the dust, but there's some actually more nutrient-rich stuff down at the bottom that the previous plant hadn't used all up. So he's digging the soil up and getting that ready to be used, and we're putting all the old gross nutrient stuff that doesn't have any nutrients in it, putting it in here. And Jasmine is getting ready for what?
Trying to plant this, but
so where are you going to put it at?
in here.
So we're going to put that in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a slit all the way from, hey, listen to me real quick. We're going to start here, and you're going to cut all the way down the bottom, and then you're going to get another slit over there, and you're going to cut all the way down to the bottom. And then we're going to be able to pull this guy out and put him in there. So here we go. And Matthew's already taken the other plant out and put it in there, and he's getting some soil put around it so it'll have a new happy home. And we've got Cody. He is not helping us plant because he's taking care of our house outside we have our lawn chairs and stuff like that are covered in pollen. There's like a few months out of the year that there's pollen everywhere, and we can't use our chairs and table outside because they're completely covered with pollen, so he's gonna go work on that stuff. Okay, so Jasmine looks like she's cut this out, a section out here, and so she's getting ready to put the blueberry plant into the other bucket. And here, one thing you can do, Jasmine, is at the bottom, kind of pull the roots apart because they've been in that bucket for so long, they're making it a cylindrical shape, and that's not the way roots normally grow. So if you can try to break up the roots up a little bit so that they can get around more in the bucket, it'll help the plant a little bit.
That?
Yep, that looks good. Okay, make sure it's good and in there. And then, don't pound it too much though. You gotta be gentle with it. And just get it a spot in there, and then we'll get dirt around it now, okay? Okay, Matthew, we done?
Yep.
What'd we do?
I took this plant out from this yellow one and put it in here in this green bucket. Then I put this blueberry plant into this yellow bucket.
And we got new soil put in there, so it has nutrients. The only thing now is once it gets acclimated, it's kind of like foster kiddos when they get taken to a new home. They're scared and kind of disheveled, and like they're kind of freaking out. So we got to give it a good home now because we just transplanted it to a new home. And plants are living things too, and they're kind of freaked out. So we need to make sure that it has plenty of water. So why don't you move the shovel there so Jasmine can get in here and give them a good watering. We just gave them a good soil bed. Okay. I'm gonna give that one a good watering. Is that hard to do with it so heavy?
No?
No, not heavy at all, huh? Okay, and that one's gonna go back in the house, and actually looks like it has a new growth on it. It's pretty tall. We got it with the house when we got our house, so the previous owners left it there. So let's see if we can find a new home for these two blueberry bushes around the house, and we'll go put that one back in the house. So we found a spot around the house for them. It's kind of close to the house. It should still get some rainwater, and we put a raspberry bush over there. We're hoping to bring that back to life. It doesn't look like it's completely dead, but we neglected it for a while, so we'll see. What do you think, Matthew? You okay with what we did?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go check on some other plants around the house, and then we'll call it a day for today's activity. And I thought we were done planting, and then I discovered we all have all these plants that we haven't put in flower pots yet. So we've got 4 flower pots left that we're gonna see how much we can put in there. Jasmine's gonna try to, we normally wouldn't put 2 in here, but since we're running out of flower pots, we're gonna be putting those 2 in there.
Not ripping them off. It's much faster.
There's no plants breathe underneath their leaves.
That's the ball there. And I have no idea how this thing got in here. Alright, I'm gonna start on the lights.
I love you, my baby queen. But where should I put you? Where do you want your place to be? Here? Okay.
Here is our table and chair that Mr. Cody has like expertly washed off, and you can't, there's a little bit of dirt on here still, but this thing is like yellow because there was so much pollen and stuff on it, and he is going to town on this thing. When it dries, we'll actually be able to use them again. Pretty excited. Looks like Dalton got put on cleanup detail. Is that right?
I like your porch.
Oh, it's wonderful. It doesn't look like it has any soil on it anymore, so that's fantastic.
Well, that's a little bit of water.
There's a little bit of water there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we got clean tables and chairs.
One last bit.
Chairs
is
and
right
table.
here. You see?
Oh, yep. Is that the last bit you got left to do?
Yep.
Phenomenal.
I think there's another one behind the chair.
So we're kind of done with our activity. The kids actually found other seeds and stuff that they had from various projects or teachers had given them in the past. And so they're planting those, and this kind of spurred on some activities that they wanted to do. Jasmine's been looking around at flowers and different things, so it's really gotten them outside and interested in what's outside and around. Dalton, you saw, was sweeping up, and so it's been good. It gets them away from electronics, helps them to think. Just all this time is really good for them, and I think we've only been out here for maybe like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and we've all had fun. We've gotten stuff done. Our house looks better, so it's not only teaching our kiddos how to do stuff out here, like plant flowers and take care of them. It's taught them how living things are precious and have to, yeah, and what you can't see is that Jasmine was sitting here giggling at me because there's like this flying ant that won't leave me alone. I'm trying to video here and I can't get it out. But anyways, it's also taught our kids just how to take care of things around the house and how it's important to make things look beautiful and take care of them, so when they have their own homes or different apartments or things in life, they know that they need to take care of them and keep them looking nice. But yeah, so it's just been a fun little project. We're gonna try to do one of these every day. We might not video it every day though, so I hope this has helped you to nurture and grow your foster and adoptive family.